Hi, and welcome to our first CAD lesson. In the first series of our tutorials, we'll introduce you to some new software. The software we'll be using will be Google Sketchup. So initially, I'll show you where you can get Google Sketchup and a few pointers about the different versions of Google Sketchup. You can go to sketchup.google.com. I've got this page open here at the moment. And this is where you can go to the downloads page and download your own copy of SketchUp. SketchUp's available in a couple of different versions. We'll be using Google SketchUp Pro. So you'll need to, if you want to work from home, you'll need to get yourself a copy of Google SketchUp Pro. For that you can go to this section here. I'll just highlight that there for you. So find out about SketchUp for Education program. If I just click in there, this brings up a link where you can order your license now through one of the education resellers. So just click on that link there, and then you can order your license from one of the options. You've got Academic Superstore, Creation Engine, and Journey Ed. So if you wanted to order a student license from Creation Engine now, you could click on that link, and for $49 American you can purchase a copy of SketchUp Pro Student Windows 1-year license. This is, I'm not too sure what the actual value is at the moment, but it's some $400 or $500 American that as a student you can get for $49. So you can come back to that at some stage and get yourself a copy of Google SketchUp Pro. Initially you don't even have to purchase that for the moment if you don't want to. You can simply go to the downloads page, Google SketchUp, and you can download a copy of Google SketchUp. This is the free version. There is some function that this will be fine for the first few weeks of our course, the free version. We'll only need the parts of Google SketchUp Pro 7 in a few weeks' time, and mainly what we'll be looking for is this layout functionality, which is part of Google SketchUp Pro. But initially you can get by for the first few weeks with just downloading Google SketchUp, which is the free version. Okay, so I'll just minimize that window now, and I'll just open up a session of SketchUp here and we can get started. So initially you could be starting and following this tutorial using Google SketchUp free. So I'll just go into start using SketchUp. Now the first thing we've got to look at here is the user interface. I've changed my user interface around to something that's suitable for the way I like to work. You'll be able to manipulate that and change your own user interface when you become more used to the software and set it up in your own way. But for now I suggest to follow the tutorials. You might want to set up your user interface exactly the same way that I've got mine on the screen here at the moment. So what I'm referring to is these toolbars across here and the way I've got them set up. To get them set up looking like that, it's mainly accessed through the View Toolbar menu. So if I just leave that up on the screen at the moment, you could follow through on your screen, View Toolbars, and you could uncheck any of the items here that are checked with you at the moment, and you could put a check next to the ones that I've got checked there. So if I just left that up on the screen for the moment, you could pause this video and keep coming back and keep unchecking and checking until you've got the same items shown on there in this part of the menu. When you've got all of that done, you can then move the toolbars, which in your case might have popped up looking like this. You can rearrange them. Normally I set up each toolbar so it is 2 wide. Once you've got it 2 tools wide, you could then bring it over to the side of the screen and you'll find that it will dock into place on the side of the screen. That applies to the ones that I've got arranged down the sides like this, as well as I've got some toolbars docked up to the top. My opinion with CAD software is real estate, what I call real estate is the center area of the screen, is very, very valuable to me. So I arrange my user interface so that I've got all of my tools accessible, easily accessible in some logical sort of order, while I'm also maximizing the amount of screen space that I've got to use. The other option, the other part, as well as view toolbars that you might need to set up, will be the materials and components windows that I've got through here. So that's just under Window, click on Materials, and also click on go back and do Windows, click on Components. Then after you've done that, they might have started up on the screen looking something like that. To close each of those windows and minimize it down to being just the title bar, you just simply click on the title bar. When you want to access that window again, you click on the title bar again and it opens up that window. So I leave them minimized or down into that just title bar environment like that. Bring it over to the side, it sort of docks sort of in place, it locks to the edge of the screen, and bring it up just into this sort of area around about there. Do the same to the components, lock it in and bring it down just below, so it's nicely arranged like that. So the amount of real estate we've got to work with has been maximized there, and when I ever then do want to work with some materials, I simply click on the materials title bar and that opens up materials. Click on it again, it's closed. Same with components, and everything works just nicely like that. Actually, if you do dock the components underneath, you bring it up, you'll find if you move your mouse around a bit, you will find there is a point where it will dock itself nicely underneath materials. That way, if you do get it to dock like that, when you do click and open up materials, the component item will be still docked and attached to the bottom of the materials. So you can open up that one, you can close that one, and they're always available. So that's probably the first step to set up our interface. So I'll just pause that there a little bit and let you get all of that sorted out, and then we'll take up the next section in a second.